like the woman you meet,
She might not be able to.
it's not gonna remain the same. She's gonna life is gonna throw things at she's gonna change. But those key things need to remain the same.
I wanna feel like I'm wanted and needed, man.
Hey.
Babo?
I want to know.
Not that my
I'm
wife
wanted
doesn't do
and
it. Don't get me
loved.
wrong. My wife does it, but I just want more.
It's attraction, and then it's also her loving God and having the desire to grow in her faith. And then I think the third thing, which is it's only actually after this happened that I knew that this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. When I met her family, I was like, I met my mother-in-law. What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to 2.5 Husbands, where we celebrate becoming better husbands.
It's 2.5, even though there are 3 husbands, and that's because at some point, one of us, if not all of us, was not fully the husband that we were supposed to be.
And that's why we actually come here on a weekly basis to discuss some of the issues that we face, some of the issues we are seeing around us, and we hope that the journey that we started with you and for you is going to benefit you,
and yours.
But just speaking of wives and being married, I want to know what you gents. How did you decide that this one is the one I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with?
I heard from the Lord.
Did you hear how I phrased the question? I didn't
Yeah.
say, how
Yeah.
did you know that this one is the one?
What did you say?
How did you know that this one is the one that you want to spend
Chaser.
the rest of your life with? Because I don't believe in the one.
Yeah. So you had to give
You
us...
don't believe in the one.
In the one? Matrixing.
Yeah, I agree. You have to be like the wedding speech. Yeah, we always knew they were gonna end up together. They just compliment each other.
Mine was the opposite.
Is it?
How the heck did this thing happen? And that's what we were saying to ourselves the whole time. We're not supposed to be together in the world of the ones.
Shucks.
Yeah.
So
but
y'all stole other people's ones.
You stole your you stole,
yeah,
you stole your wife's one.
My wife was
She stole
supposed to
your
marry a guy named Paulo,
From
who lives in like some island.
Paulo, that sounds like Portuguese or Togo Brazil.
Yeah, but not Brazil particularly. But like his name is Paulo, and he runs like a one of these.
a record company.
No, a shop that sells
LP.
like sells like exotic drinks by the beach.
Yeah.
Obviously they're smoking weed. We know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But the tourists come, and then my wife would be serenading the tourists with her guitar playing skills. Yabo. Apparently, according to her, I was supposed to marry a yellow bone or shapaka synthetic weave.
Hey.
Aye.
Slay Queen. Wait, this is the prophecy that she had, ne?
I know the prophecy she had was a different.
the prophecy
So that's why
thing.
I was like, your prophecy was different.
Yeah.
But your reality is a slay queen. Anyway, so maybe we did steal
Yeah, no. Shucks.
ourselves from our ones.
Yellow bone weave.
Synthetic,
I don't see it,
Synthetic.
but okay.
not real one.
Kana, which one? What is a synthetic weave?
Keep plastic.
For normal. Oh, okay.
Worry. So if you at the village at the funeral and uncle, hey, Makoti.
And it goes up in flames.
Gone.
Yo, you're wrong for that.
We need to rescue Makoti quick. Don't play around, uncle.
But
When she's on fire.
Yeah, then she's hot.
Like all weaves are. Oh, most of them.
Some are really
Like
Some are real, but I think there is a trend where they've moved away from what they would consider as real, and now it's more synthetic. I don't know. I
yeah,
think.
because how much of human hair is out there? Like, and how expensive is
Angry,
it?
but that's the
Yeah.
thing, Buffett. Our wives don't play in those streets. Me, when anyway, my sister was doing her matric dance, and we got a sponsor.
Bruh.
Oh, my wife does them though. Well, seasonally.
Hey, that hair, 15,000.
Didn't she rent out?
Exactly.
Because you can rent them out, in fact.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
15K, Buffett. I didn't pay 15K.
For hair. Oh, wow.
Imagine.
No. That's what you don't look for.
So maybe that's
In
the
a
thing.
wife.
If
Yeah,
you
so
look
they
for
start
a
the
wife
negatives. With what?
with 15,000 rand here. Re tla thoma ka
But again,
pisho.
I mean,
Campos tool.
There was a girl
Pastu.
I eyed in 2007.
You eyed.
Like I was, yeah.
You were,
I was interested.
you were-
She was closer, first of all.
Alex in Wonderland.
And she had dreadlocks.
Cheers, boy.
Yeah. I think
Those are
I think
always
she
a
smoked
winner.
weed.
That's
But
why
she was
that's
a
why
Christian as
that's-
well.
Eh?
So yeah.
Eh? That's why you liked her.
Eh?
She was
No,
she was
so
righteous and
she
ratchet.
was righteous and righteous.
Yes,
Bad and
that's
biblical.
that, that's
She
that.
was,
Hey! I think there was that.
she was
where
gully and
She
God.
was inviting people to church like nobody's business.
Shucks.
But she had a side to her.
Obviously, she was selling.
No, she was.
Those
she
are her
was
clients,
legit.
bro.
After you smoked this, come meet Jesus, right?
She was legit. But I think she had
Why did you
a
stop
thing
eyeing
about
her?
her. Eh?
Why did you stop eyeing her? What did you not see in her?
I think there were too many guys who.
Oh.
She was friends with too many guys, and too many guys eyed her. But also, I wasn't so sure now that she's solid. The more I got to
Yeah.
engage with her.
So that's what you don't look for.
Oh, sorry.
That's what
what
you
you-
don't look for.
No, I think it's one of
Don't look
those
for these
where
women
like you
who
like
are
someone
entrepreneurial.
and but you don't really know them.
Yeah.
And then that fizzled out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look for people like Puseleto.
Come on. Chess. Come on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Should we
That's
expose all
right.
her names?
Yeah. No.
Nah. What did you look for in Puzilit?
So I think it's maybe the funky personality that she had. Kind of at first sight pushed me away because I was like, "Hey, this one she's not focused. She's too much. She's too much."
Yeah.
She used to have this like mohawk.
Come on, nah.
Mohawk.
Mohawk.
A
And she
PSC.
wore she had a tan ring. Yes.
Eh, wadlala wena.
No, she was from the street.
Give
So I'm like,
What was
"Hey."
did the mohawk have a color?
No, it was black. It was black. Her eyes had color.
Did she wear those contacts?
We'll find the files on Facebook. I think the pictures are still on Facebook. Yeah, but I think it was
What
when
year was this, bro?
This is
Because we did contacts in
2008.
2008.
2008, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's when
Yes.
the color skinny jeans were out as well.
Oh yeah. I used to rock those.
Wait, that was still.
Yes.
Yeah, I got Campus Square.
No, so I think it was the when I got to know her.
Yeah.
She's not crazy, but she was very grounded. I could tell she came from a good family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that drew me to her. Her sense of humor as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exceptional.
and I think for the many girls I liked, she was the first one who I didn't start off liking. We started as friends.
Oh, that's why
and-
she's the one.
And yeah, it's the first girl whose number I took. It's not Guababa when
Yes.
I was around there because it was like, she's
Oh, around her.
yeah, no, around her.
But
Yeah,
Baba
like it
saved
wasn't.
you from other situations that were life threatening. Ne?
Yes, no. We thank God.
Comes in handy.
I'm easy.
We thank God. Guava will save you.
Okay.
But yeah, just easy to get along with friends.
Yeah.
Before I even saw her as a potential spouse or anything like that.
Sure, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's dope, man.
Okay.
You're robbing us, Pastor. We'll come back to you. You must give us a list.
Like we're starting.
No, it's fine.
We're warming up.
I was just
The reason why I bring this is because there's single people who ask me that.
Oh, is it? They want to get married.
They want to get married, but they're struggling because they have too high of a standard.
they have.
I read somewhere
They
that
have high
apparently the
standards.
older you get, the lower the standard gets.
Yeban. Which one is it?
I kid you not, bro.
No, man. I'm not endorsing.
there was like, I'm not endorsing
No,
it either.
yeah.
But I'm saying they were like in a list of 5 things,
The views
He must-
expressed by Prince.
By Prince.
do not
No,
represent.
I mean that's what we're all here to do, right?
Okay.
But he must dress well. He must like this must do. And the older you get, it's just that thing of, okay, he doesn't have to dress well. As long as he still loves God and he's family oriented and he...
So you speaking for a woman, what would a man who's getting older say?
Shucks.
But as a man, I
speaking
feel
from
like
a
you have
woman.
so much options, though.
As men,
Yeah.
we have many options.
Yes.
I mean, it
But
depends what kind of man.
That's what I'm. No, besides that, I'm like.
No, but it
you
does
don't-
depend.
You don't have a type that, as a man, you just have many options.
what I'm trying to say is
obviously
like
the
the
ratio-
standard thing. Is
Yeah,
like
yeah. No,
the
with
older
men
you
it's not as
grow,
prevalent.
the more like if you're 30, you can go
Yeah.
like
Younger.
25
23.
to
I know 23, 30.
yeah,
That
23
gap.
still.
That's like
yeah.
7, 8 years. Yeah, there's still people who
No,
push
it's
it.
just
8
23
years
year
to
old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like unless they working.
But yeah, that's a bigger chat, Buffett. To say why is that even fine?
What?
That
I no one said it's fine. It's the reality.
why is it even a reality that
Yeah.
like it's acceptable for an older guy to date a younger woman, but the other way around.
It's just biology, in fact, and the laws of gravity.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you,
Wow. Me, I just wanted to say, I don't
views
I don't-
expressed by David.
Evan.
I don't want to expose my guy,
Gravity?
because he's also tired, Chem, there. But but I think that's how his situation has played out.
What?
Even Muff, isn't Muff's wife a year?
Yeah, but I'm
couple
saying
of months older.
No, my wife is older than you as well.
Yeah, Limfana or Ankere.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, you have that option. Like you have an
Yeah.
option to go like marry someone older or younger.
Yeah.
As a man.
As a guy.
But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm saying his wife is how old? A year older.
She's a year older than me, yeah.
Muff's wife is couple of months older.
I think that's a year as well.
Was it a year?
No,
I think it's isn't it 2 years?
It's 2.
Grace,
I think it's 2.
how many years older is your wife? 3 years older.
Yes.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
So when she finished high school, when are you?
He was a grade 9. He was a grade 8.
Yo.
But I think this might be. I don't want us to have that chat because I think
Yeah.
it's a longer chat.
It is.
But with Grace, the thing that I've noticed is like you don't, and that's probably I'm speaking for women here. If I'm wrong, please comment. But this dude is hella mature.
Yeah.
Like when you hang around Grace, I'm like,
Like you wouldn't see her, he's 23.
you're a fool, bro. You're a fool.
Yeah, no, you can't.
You're a fool. And I think if he was like the typical dude, and I say typical deliberately because
Typical for his age or what?
I'm like comedy, like no level of maturity.
None whatsoever. yeah.
I'm like, obviously the argument is girls grow mature bit faster than us.
Yeah.
I think she would have struggled, but I'm like this
Yeah.
dude, he has this fatherly thing about him.
Yeah, no, he holds himself down.
And so maybe it's more harder the other way, women dating younger men because it's just hard to find dudes who are serious.
Yeah.
There's truth to that,
But
yeah.
I do find that there are a lot of women that are now more comfortable with younger homies.
To build a life with.
Yeah. They complain about their peers because of like baggage and stuff.
Yeah.
From some of the chats I've had, is that whole thing of if he's my age and I'm say I don't have children or I haven't been in like long-term relationships, he comes and then he's been in multiple long-term relationships. Maybe he has children and all of that.
okay.
I'm finding I don't think women actually mind the fact that they might have children, but it's more just the drama that is associated with that when you look at the multiple relationships that a man has been in. So
So that's the question then, right? Are single people demanding too much? So I don't want a guy who's gonna come with 500 kids, or I don't want a chick who's been married before, or whatever, right? So So the complaint, the cry is that people say that single people who are not getting married, who want to get married, probably not getting married because they have high standards. And so the ask was, how did we end up with our wives?
So
What
this
did
is
we
from a
look for?
female, or like what?
Single people in general. We could talk
Yeah.
Okay.
for female, male, but what do we look? What did we look for in our wives? What did we not
Yeah.
compromise? What did we say? Okay, cool. I see Pusiletso with a mohawk, killer. Mara, if she didn't have boot,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
funky personality, grand, but
Yeah.
if she wasn't grounded, me, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Or she's grounded, but Jax, man, I wish that she, had a
Yeah.
little wild side.
yeah.
But she's grounded, Marakisi party straight out. And you like, hey, kitopore mo.
So we're gonna focus on what to look for in a wife.
In a wife,
right?
and then we'll pick up what to look for in a husband.
I don't know. I don't
you
know if I
understand
should
that.
speak from my context in terms of some of the chats I've heard. I don't know if that would be
Yeah,
exposing.
that's fine. I mean,
I mean, I'm not mentioning names, but I'm just like,
No, don't do it.
I shouldn't. No.
No. Just
Okay.
speak from your own thoughts.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I think
when I hit you up and say, Prince,
Yeah,
you should have spoken for me.
protection of personal information.
No.
No, I'm not speaking for.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not,
no, this is-
I'm not speaking from anyone's point of view. I'm saying the conversation we've had publicly
Yeah.
Yes.
with
Okay.
some people. That's
Yes.
what I wanted to
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ah, I feel it was
If
a
it's
public.
public, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
public.
So I think one of the things that I know some of the gents have mentioned is in our context, it's almost, and I'm gonna try put it in a way that's gracious. You find a woman that's solid. She's good, but she's
What does solid mean?
solid in terms of character, personality, how she interacts with people. She carries herself well. She serves. She's she's what people would consider a good person. But then they're like, there's no attraction. So we acknowledge
Like physical attraction.
physical attraction. So we acknowledge that there are qualities here that I would need in a wife, but I'm just like, one of those qualities being the physical attraction, I'm struggling with that. And I can say this because I know I was in a similar position, I mean, like 2 years ago, before I was with my wife. It was that thing where I was like, yeah, I mean, they're good sisters, but I'm just like, I'm not attracted to
But just to
anyone.
expose you, you were in love with your wife for years.
That's not true.
That is very
I had
so
I had
true.
moved on.
You were
It had,
set your
it had
affections
nothing
on
to
her.
do with any
Yeah.
other girls.
Yeah.
You did not look at other girls because you were
You
looking
guys
at
don't
one
believe
girl.
in anything I say, so
No.
I'm like, I'm not gonna even try. But no, bro, I was really trying. I was
it?
really trying to, like, obviously my wife and I had a brief stint in 2019, and then we met up again in 2021. But I'm like, between that time, I was done, bro. Like when I move on, like close the book, delete number, block,
Chaser.
the whole shebang, right?
We were there the whole time, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, you guys saw
Yeah.
what happened,
We
right?
don't deny that you went out and
but
you were played for a few clubs, but
That-
you wanted to go back.
that is almost a poor representation of what happened. But no.
Black
because
is not
like-
backing me up yet. But
No,
that's
I was
that's my
trying
version.
to clear out when you meant clubs, you didn't mean like news cafe. It was an illustration.
Oh no!
of
Yeah.
soccer.
Also,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also like, hey, it makes it sound like I was a player,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
No.
But
Went out on a few dates, and we prayed about a few potentials.
I don't remember.
bro,
none
I
of those
don't
people.
I don't
do.
remember any
Nah,
date.
Yeah,
I didn't go out on any.
Maybe he had dates in your head. I
No,
mean,
he
there's-
would
there's
send
enough
us
space.
videos,
There's enough space.
and we're like, Prince, but we were praying. Now you are on a date.
But there was one
No.
person, bro.
Nah.
oh yeah, I remember.
There was one
now.
person. There was one person. And when I tell my wife about that person, she's like, you are stupid. She's like, we don't understand. I don't understand. It's just, it was one date. Yes, I was intentional in looking. I didn't hide it, and I was looking. So I was like, okay, sharp. But there was one date. But
To be clear.
to be clear, yeah. What was I even saying?
What were you looking for in those
What was I
dates?
looking for? So I was looking. So I think I don't know if it was you. Someone was like, hey, It's like you guys are spoiled. But I was like, there were a lot of good women, good sisters in my life. But I was just like, I would like to have a person that I'm attracted to. And it's because, yes, 2019, my wife, and like, I was like, there was the best of both worlds. The character was there. I loved her personality. And in this case, at least the friendship was there and it was quite solid as well. And then I was also just like, okay, at least there's attraction here. So after what happened then, it was difficult for me to lower my standards and just be with...
Come on now.
I don't know if that's offensive to
It is
anyone.
very.
I mean, even if it's offensive, basically your wife is your higher standard, mate. I don't find that offensive, bro.
Yeah. So that's
So it's a couple of C's. Christ, character, cash,
Hey!
and
Career.
Yeah.
charisma.
Hey!
Yeah, that's right. So
Marcus.
but when I found both things, I was just like, I can't look outside.
So attraction and character.
So yes, so it was both the softer things in terms of character, personality, her faith, strong will.
It seems like attraction was a thing that you weren't willing to compromise on.
Never was.
Why?
It was never a secret.
Why?
It's never been a secret.
Why?
My family knows.
Why?
Everyone. Why? Because, hey man, it's important for me. I grew up in a space where physical appearance was a thing. It's not. At least he's a good person.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. At least it was
Yeah.
never that.
Yeah.
It was never that. And I'm not saying like I come from a family of like extremely good looking people, but it was just always that thing you'd speak about. I was like, if I came home with someone that my family didn't find attractive, it was gonna be a struggle.
That's just one I'm saying. Mosadi Tweni Ujoying.
I kids.
This guy.
Most of this enjoying.
My boho. So like she's a hard worker. It's just if she's a hard worker, but she looks some type of way, like we still rejoice.
Okay.
This one.
Well, I mean, in this case, I found one that works hard and she's beautiful. So,
What were you willing to compromise on? Because clearly attraction
Bro.
wasn't a thing. So were you willing to compromise on character?
now I'm exposing myself. I get in enough trouble on this podcast from the viewers, I think. But the one thing I wasn't willing to compromise, I was willing to compromise. I would say would be spiritual maturity, or like,
Okay.
So you
Like-
were willing to compromise on that.
yeah.
Why?
I was like, it's fine.
And what does that
I'm gonna
mean?
disciple you in any way. We'll walk together. So in a sense that so I've been a Christian for a certain number of years. I've been serving in the church. There's a way in which I approach my faith, certain practices. Be it like I have devotions, I do Bible studies, I'll have prayer, I'll meet up with friends for prayer. So there are all those things that I would say they've been set in place. And if I was to meet up with a person that is maybe not on the same tip, I'd be like, okay, sharp, it's something we can learn together, or something I can teach you, something we can grow into. I didn't expect a woman that was, if I was to compromise, she doesn't have to.
Who knew what Charles Spurgeon is?
Our child who King 5 solas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was like, does she have to know C.S. Lewis? No.
But what about your faith that she need to have?
So I would say the worldview, where I'm like, there are certain fundamentals in terms of what we believe. And I'm like, those are the non-negotiables. But in terms of maybe what some would refer to as like interdenominational differences, or if you go to this church, this is how you maybe interpret certain passages. There, I was just like, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. But
This man has you have a level.
no, yeah. But I was like, she must be attractive.
Sure.
Yeah, when all is said and done. Yeah.
Come on now.
If
On her tombstone, that's what's gonna be written.
what?
Here
lies.
lies the bombshell.
Here lies
That one.
fire.
That one.
Toes bombshell.
Even in her death.
Yeah.
Listen, she's still killing the game.
Yeah. But the
Pun
nigga
intended.
lives on with the children And
No, because that's the thing, bro.
Yeah.
Looks are a legacy. Wow.
Wow.
Looks are a legacy.
Yeah.
It's what you leave behind.
Wow.
Scalara, wow, you guys have beautiful children. Now,
but,
and then
looks are such a subjective thing. So like,
They
so when
are.
you say, yeah, because when you say, and I appreciate the honesty of saying, like, I look for,
Yeah. Clean, bro.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, because they so, what you might call it, subjective.
Yeah. And I mean, I think we've spoken about it. Tori. One man's glove is another man's love, you know.
Come on.
Heaven.
If I mean, yeah, bro, you can't be beautiful to everyone. Not everyone is gonna look at you and find you hot or attractive.
bro.
You know. But what's important for me,
I
was
think
like,
you hot.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Today.
Yeah, because I looked myself in the mirror and I was
Yeah.
like, yes, my wife here, I think she
scored.
scored.
Yeah.
But she doesn't layerize this.
I'm done with this, you, my dog.
I was feeling
It's
myself
been a while.
a couple of days ago, and I walked out of my room. My wife was by the couch, and I walked out on fire, and I was like, "Girl, you, like you better thank your stars. I am hot." I was like, "Yo, man, I am hot."
Hell, na le confidence, my friend. Hey.
Anyway,
Aggies, no.
anyway, you were still saying something, Bishop.
What is it? So I think, I mean, for me, I'm not sure if physical attraction is on top of the list. I think I find someone more, obviously it matters, and I think my wife is physically attractive. I think I got attracted more to her personality. So there's, more than her looks. And I think there are girls who I would be like, I think she's attractive,
Yeah.
but because of her personality, I would find them like, I'm like, nah.
Sure.
This person is unattractive. Even though, she might have model features.
She doesn't have
doesn't.
inner booty.
Inner beauty.
You know,
Inner beauty. When we were at Grace's wedding, the bishop there was speaking about inner beauty.
inner voot.
But actually,
That when gravity wins, what's left is inner beauty.
but he said it in the Ugandan.
Yeah,
accent,
Ugandan.
so worry.
Oh, inner beauty.
Inner beauty.
Inner booty. Man. Hey. Here to the pastors in Uganda.
Shout out.
No, but that whole like Christ being at the center of it, and and by Christ is the value system. That's
Sure.
Is God the one who directs your values? Is he the lens through which you view people? And I think for me, the love of God and people are what was the
Shucks.
the thing for me.
That's
where it's
good.
like, I mean, there are people who say they love God, they can.
Like your girl who was selling the weed.
And she loved people because she was inviting
She
people.
loved people. Maybe she was struggling. I don't know. Maybe we just didn't vibe. I don't think we vibed with her.
Yes.
She liked reggae. I didn't. Anyway, so but the whole
You need to have a lot of hair for reggae, my man.
does God feature in how you view people, and I think that's what I found even more and more attractive with my wife. Was like, of course, I saw that she was hot. I met her at camp, and I was like, she's fire. But I was like,
But
stay away from her. She's trouble. Like,
Sure.
she's trouble.
Come on.
I've seen girls like, go seventh.
What are you
big
doing
guy.
at 7th?
You don't know what seventh is?
He knows what 7th is,
Seventh.
but
Melville.
no, you went to UP.
Oh,
You went
okay.
to UP.
We had
Seventh
square.
Avenue. It's like the Headfield of.
Oh, okay.
But
Like the square of
But I think it's more cool.
UJ.
No, obviously. I could be trying to accommodate this guy.
I think Coco Headfield Key Quantum Sound.
Is it? Yeah.
And then 7th is like artsy.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah.
But Transkai was the Quantum Sound at 7th. Anyway,
Transkei.
le batho
Cool
ba
Runnings
kgale, yo.
was
Cool
interestingly enough I still remember she was wearing these jeans
Yeah.
Chaser.
at Cool Runnings.
That's
at
right.
Red
Your wife.
Stilettos. Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
Red stilettos.
Yeah, Munna. It's still imprinted in my
I think it
in
just
my
means
head.
heels, but what's it about?
No, it was stilettos. Actually, what are heels?
King
Stilettos.
stiletto.
Has stiletto the pencil?
Lady.
Like what?
Come on, now.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
That's
no,
right.
hey, that
Yeah, no.
image. So I found her very attractive, but I think the godly element of it was there.
So even
Like-
at 7th, you saw the godly.
In the mist.
My God,
There's a different kind of glory.
in the midst.
In the
In the Mid East.
Yeah, but I mean, with godliness is somebody like teachable. So what you saying? Like
Sure.
somebody can be less mature, maybe in their walk, in their
Yeah.
faith than you are. But are they open to change? Are they open into teachability? Are they open into being corrected?
Sure,
and
sure.
grow. Like some people are just not. Like some people are stubborn in their views, whatever it is that they hold on to. They just like stubborn in that. I can't
Sure.
see myself with that kind of person. So yeah, like just the potential for growth. Yeah, like where it's like this person loves God, but I think in 5 years' time they'll be
great.
even like more on fire for God because of just the way they think.
Yeah.
The way they like conversation
Sure,
was
sure.
flowing with her.
Nice.
The friendship was there. So just like everything.
Were you guys
was in
friends
place.
for a while before you started dating?
That's another story for another day.
Cheers.
When did you guys get dropped?
That's when we were dating.
It was the day she said yes.
And you guys got robbed.
Yeah. So we were in love.
So it's like you're responsible.
We were in love.
then-
No. So,
Nah,
so
not
she's
check. Not check.
we walking from her place at the yard.
Yeah.
I don't know why she was walking me halfway. I was going to
She
Brixton.
was in love.
But in Brixton, there's a park there where people have died, by the way, at this park. But
It's the park where there was not the park, but Brixton. There's a video of this chick walking down with her on the side of the road. She has a bag, and then these guys pull up with a car, and they come out and grab the bag, and this chick fights them.
yeah, is it on TikTok? Or?
Oh, it's an old video.
Yeah.
It's on
Oh.
Facebook, bro.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
but that's Brixton for somebody who doesn't know what
Hectic.
Brixton
Okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Brixton was real, dog.
So she's
Shots.
like, no, let's sit here by the stars. And I mean, the stars are they're starring. Yeah, no, humanati.
You thinking about the
There's a-
stilettos?
Yeah, there's a bench there by the park. I'm sitting.
This very dangerous part. Was it dangerous at the time as well?
Yes, it was, but I'm in love
Dangerous
again.
for-
So,
but you're in love, my dog.
so you
Okay.
you don't realize who you are. So we're sitting, we're looking at each other in the eyes, and I see two guys walking down.
Right, that's
I'm like, it's over. I can't run. I can't run.
yeah.
I can't
was-
do that.
was-
But like,
Was one of them wearing an
Uzi.
Uzi?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Katrigota.
The rest is history, bro. Yo,
Yeah, no.
yeah, no.
Shucks.
Anyway.
Okay.
Where were we?
My lord. Anyway, so you were speaking about how not compromising on the potential for her to grow in her faith,
Yeah.
and if somebody was stubborn, like you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm
So
of the
what?
opinion that people can date whoever as long as they have like those key, like godliness at the center.
Fundamentals, yeah.
The rest you can work out. I think attraction can come.
Yeah.
So I'm
Not
actually,
according to Prince and his family.
yeah, that's fine. And
No,
I think
attraction
I'm-
came to me as well.
Oh,
You guys don't believe me?
What
full
do you mean?
package.
It took time
No,
for the
you-
attraction to get there.
Come on. Like you lie. You nearly died when 2019.
No, but that's because that
I
was
did
after.
not know what chest pains were until this man experienced
I was like,
real chest.
But
Yeah.
that's because
You went from chest pains to chest.
yeah,
no, but understand. You guys remember in 2018 when I was still like, I'm thinking of pursuing this chick. I don't know though because I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about her.
didn't think she was
so,
hot?
Yeah.
You didn't think she was.
No, I was like, she's beautiful, but I'm not attracted
no,
to her.
he always downplayed her. Yeah, like,
And now,
yeah.
God,
Let me find out if I'm attracted to her.
Yeah,
Kanti.
But that's where I was, gents. Anyway,
Sure,
all I'm saying is it took me time to get this. When I got there, and then things happened the way they did. That's why I was distraught because I'm like, shucks, man. After all the work that's been done to be attracted to this
you must
person,
remind her.
Koro, you were losing weight.
I must remind her.
Yeah,
When
it
she
was.
makes you angry, you must say, when?
Yeah, you cost me.
2019, when?
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you go for blood pressure medication?
Bro, I was the healthiest in that season of
Oh
my
my
life.
God.
I kid you not, bro.
You lie.
My vitality points were high, bro.
Yeah, because the heartbeat was thinking you're exercising.
You watched what you were running.
like,
Yo,
he's
this guy's-
exercising. Can think he had break.
Nah, no, man. It took time, but then I was attracted to her.
So what to look for in a wife?
So
Attraction?
actually,
Attraction?
then to mention my top three things,
Yes.
right? The first thing for me was attraction.
Yeah.
The second thing to me was her faith, if she believed in
in
God.
that order.
No. If she, yo,
cheeky.
that would be
But
dodgy.
we have a picture.
Can't say that in front of my
Yeah,
what I'm
this
saying.
guy.
Then after
I
here,
could
he was
saw
like,
his-
So,
his
brother,
ba-
when
his-
you were saying
his head was glowing.
we know his. Yeah, we know his heart.
no, man. No. It's attraction, and then it's also her loving God and having the desire to grow in her faith. And then I think the third thing, which is it's only actually after this happened that I knew that this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. When I met her family, I was like, I met my mother-in-law, and I
Yeah.
was like, I don't see anyone else
Yeah.
ever. Like we're even talking about it the
you
other
dated
day.
her family in your head.
I was married to her family.
Nice.
Yeah, the family is cool.
I married her family. So when I met
They
mums,
cook well, bro.
Yeah.
when I met mums, I was just like, it can't be anything else, right? Met the dad, and I'm like, bro,
Come on, now.
this union was orchestrated.
Come on. now.
It was orchestrated. So for me, that was the third most important thing. The order I would then say it's probably it's probably God, and then attraction and family. Those are my three things.
Dope.
Where nah, clever.
Yeah.
No, kid is stiletto for Peugeot.
Yo.
Hey, baruti bari stiletto.
Hey.
Ke baruti bari high heels.
I must call
What?
my wife now.
Almost first sweet.
Yeah. No.
For me, bro, yeah, I think faith was important. Still is. Yeah, that was a thing. I didn't realize how important friendship was.
Sure.
Until we actually entered marriage. You know, I didn't sit there thinking, wow, like me and my wife need to be friends. Until I've seen how our friendship has helped us to mitigate a lot of issues, bro. Sure.
Yeah.
You know, where I'm like, if we weren't friends, I think this thing would have gone far worse, you know. So much so that I think even in my life and things that I'm involved in, I tend to now prioritize friendship. Like, obviously some friendships happen naturally, organically, rather, you know. But then others take time. And so even in spaces where I'm like, okay, like we're not just organically, automatically friends. Let me try
You're
and
intentional about
let me try and build that because I see the power of being friends, you know. So I'm like, it's different if I'm with you and I step on your toes and we're not friends, you can interpret that a million ways. But if we're homies and I step on you, I wouldn't think that your first thought would be like, this guy did this on purpose, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen that in marriage. So for me, see, bro, I think, and our friendship obviously happened over 5 years. We weren't thinking of getting married. We had pacts to marry other people, you know. She had prophecies of who I'm going to marry. Which is another episode for another
that's a
day.
chance.
But yeah, so for faith, and that I wasn't going to compromise on.
Okay.
That I wasn't going to compromise on.
What do you mean faith? Doesn't like she must be a Christian?
Yeah. So let's have the same faith. You know, let's believe in the same things. That I wasn't gonna compromise on. And I think, yeah, sure, maturity referred to, to an extent.
Those are obvious.
Yeah, but for me, to an extent, like I was like, yeah, sure, you don't have to know who Charles Spurgeon is, fine, whatever, right? But there were just things where I'm like, we might see this one thing from two
Yeah.
different perspectives. It might not seem like a big deal, but I'm like, the fear is that when I'm married, like, in marriage everything is personal, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Shucks, that's a
But we almost speak of maturity in terms of knowledge terms, because I feel like even someone who doesn't know much about the faith can still be mature in their conduct, in their
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think even when I phrased it, it seems like, yeah, like you need to know like deep things about
Christian history.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. I think that's a dope.
That's a good qualifier.
That's a
actually.
dope distinction. Yeah. So it's not that. It's not that. I mean, we know guys who knew the Bible cover to cover, and
They
yeah,
immature.
Yeah.
So you say, like going back to the C's,
yeah.
it seems so. If you're talking friendship, because I feel like on one level, can you actually develop a friendship with anyone, or do you need chemistry?
Hey.
Because I'm like,
Okay.
there's certain people, and I'm battling with this in my head because on the one hand I believe you can make it work with anyone,
Yeah.
but I'm like, can you actually? Because there are people you just don't vibe with, not because of anything, but there's just no chemistry. Like it's awkward
Shucks.
to have a conversation with a person. It's like like you just don't know like how to vibe, and if there's no chemistry, therefore there's no friendship. If there's no friendship, can you even have a successful?
Yeah.
I think there's things you can work on.
Yeah.
I think chemistry helps the thing.
It oils the
Yeah,
engine, bro.
it makes it flow easier, bro.
So initially, like what are you?
Even in the
Yeah,
process.
initially or during, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, chemistry at first, it makes it easy to get going. And if chemistry is discovered within, then I'm just like, it catalyzes what would have taken longer to develop in a friendship. So if you start off with friendship, or you start off by meeting someone and then the chemistry is naturally there, I mean, it's in the bag. But I'm like, if you are starting a friendship, and maybe at first, it's not that you guys have qualms, but it's just, as you said, like, it's just difficult to,
Going, yeah.
I'm like, it could be a multiplicity of reasons, bro.
What could it be though? Like you just
But,
don't
I
like
mean-
the same music, don't like the same food.
No, I mean, also,
Like-
the weirdest thing, bro?
And maybe that might be the thing that connects you, that you
Yeah.
guys just don't connect on anything.
The weirdest thing is, I remember in varsity, in one of the lectures, they were speaking about like our senses and how
Yeah, he went to
important they
varsity.
are.
This guy.
Yeah.
But they were speaking about senses
Hard to
and
believe because it's Tswana.
specifically when you look at our olfactory senses and how strong they are as humans.
So what did you say?
Your olfactory, like your sense of smell.
Oh, okay.
Right? Where even if
We must just move on.
you must stop acting like you're
no, I actually
uneducated.
didn't know. Like I wasn't making fun of it.
Okay.
I wanted to follow what you said.
Yeah. But when you look at your sense of smell,
Yeah.
if something as small as meeting a person for the first time and then they have a scent or something that links them to a memory, that links you to a memory,
Yeah.
the similar.
And smell is
flips.
strong, bro.
It's very strong. It's very strong.
Smell more than
For us
Hearing,
as
sights.
humans, it's strong. I'm not sure if it's the strongest, but it's quite strong. And it lights you up. That's why with women, sometimes they would say when a man smells, it doesn't matter what he looks like.
So if she's got lavender, you remember your Cobra Flow polish back when you're young.
If you come smelling like potpourri, you're triggering PTSD.
He's a woman.
that's why it's like a specific kind of
Oscar Mufasa ka ex because
Shapaka Sadi.
anyway,
Ka
what's the itasi?
Sadi
Sadi.
ki cobra.
Sadi is when they still call it Mamorolo.
Yeah, Mamuro.
Yeah.
Sadi is what exes became.
Is it? Isn't
I
it?
think so. Yeah.
What?
What? There was ego? Oh, no. The X was ego.
Yes, X was
Ego.
ego.
The essence of smell.
Yes. Not side. Man, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, something as small as that. So when you
Yeah.
meet a person it literally could be so many things that could contribute to like the chemistry not being there or the friendship struggling to get off. But I would say, I mean, if it's something that you're intentional about, you can
Yeah.
always work through it and then find out. Some people have this thing, bro. I forgot what the phrase is called, but you it's almost like profiling, but you look at a person and you determine their personality.
Yeah.
And how like they would treat you.
Yeah.
Based on what you see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even if it's not true.
It's half the time it's
Yeah.
not true. More than
Yeah.
often it's not
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
And we do that as people.
Like
So-
when he's dressed up nicely, they think he's amazing.
Who's they?
The people. The people.
Which people?
I just like initially they're like, wow, he's such a lovely guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh, black. Black.
Why would change your accent?
Malungisi.
yes. You're spot on. You're spot on.
But that's not what we're talking about here. But yeah, that's something that could contribute to determining.
I mean, our clothes do smell. I think smell is important. In fact, I was having that conversation with my wife.
Yeah. Njaya.
Yeah, you know, we had the conversation about senses.
Yeah.
But all that,
The fun.
yeah, but all sir.
Pardon?
Oh,
How we been schooled?
I told you to move on. I told you to move on.
Yeah, I've been schooled.
Yeah. Anyway, so all of that because I was trying to make a point about how she touches me. Because ain't me. Maybe that should be the hashtag for this.
What? She touched me.
She touched me.
Oh, she touched me.
So anyway, but then I was asking her, and which sense gets her like deep into a memory?
Shucks, that's a good question.
Was it hearing? So if you hear a song, does that song take you to a place where you, could see the day, see the people, remember what you were wearing, even some other things that you were hearing there, other sounds, whatever, right? Or touching something, so if other people touch wood, it makes, or when leather, yeah.
Like natural stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Natural stuff.
Yes.
That's right. That is right.
Mama shea butter.
So anyway, or seeing somebody, if you see somebody that you haven't seen, do they transport you? Anyway, but smell seems to be the thing where you get a whiff of something.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
Somebody
Like, it
once
takes you
said
there.
that he looks like he smells good.
But I do smell good.
Yeah, but I'm saying they said like by looking at because we're still talking about
but there's a thing
first,
that
like
is a thing.
profiling someone from
Yeah.
I just look at the person
Yeah.
in as much as sense.
Who are you
is-
talking to about how I smell?
No, like
somebody said.
somebody was
Come
saying
on, somebody.
Skawara.
Don't worry, Malungisi.
Don't worry. In the streets.
Yeah.
I do smell good though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
How
sometimes.
disappointing.
Oh, sometimes. Every time.
But the point was like what you are saying about the sense of smell
Yeah.
and profiling somebody, therefore categorizing them as to whether or not you think you'll have
Yeah.
chemistry. Like that's such a at some level like unfair thing. I feel.
No, it is. It's very unfair.
I think it's not unfair because that's just how we naturally react to things. If you walk into a room and you don't have any data, profiling people is part of how you gather data. And I think it's unfair then when you've gathered that data and you walk out of the room as though that data is true.
we
Yeah,
end
but
up
I would say it's
doing
unfair
that,
as
though.
far as the conclusions you reach prematurely.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I'm
yeah.
saying it's not unfair as you walk into a room because there's nothing you can do. When I met you, I
Yeah.
thought of you in a particular way as
Yeah.
well. But I didn't leave with that data. Instead,
Yeah.
I pressed in.
Yeah.
And then some of that data was recorrected. Some of that data was proven right. Some of that data was chucked out because it was
Yeah.
like, this is nonsense.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I don't think it's unfair because that's just how we're going to move in the world. But it's unfair then
hold on to it.
when you hold on to it.
Jeez, man.
That's fair.
I think what you say makes me think about because when you say like what is it? What do we look for in
In a wife.
a wife? And I'm just thinking like what you're saying can only happen in like community. And like I look back, I think a lot of what shaped my views of what should shape what you look for was like that there has to be somebody within,
How she exists.
like you have to have observed them in community and how they
Yeah.
interact with other people.
Hundreds.
Which kind of, I mean, makes sense when you are in the university context, where you have camps together, but not so much when, like when it
Tinder's
comes to
your only
corporate.
option.
Yeah, like some people are working from home. You don't have any interaction with people. To see those people in community.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you just have a profile to swipe left or
Yeah,
swipe right.
yeah.
Jocks, bro. That's why I'm glad I'm married.
You can't tell character of Christ more.
No, but it's in the bio. I love God.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Said the last guy who anyway.
Yo.
Let me key.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah.
So for me, bro, friendship, I think I would say if I was to look for a wife now, would be that. That's one thing I cherish the most in my wife currently. I was second to her faith. And another thing for me is, I think how she presents herself. You know? That was, and by that I mean how she carries herself, so her character, but then how she dresses, how she.
But style for you is a big thing, right?
Yeah, I know.
Was it?
Style.
If my wife, that's one thing I'm not compromising on.
But that can be learned.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind style because I'm like, it's fine. We can learn.
I don't think so. I think everyone has their own style.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think style is very subjective. Do I think other people's style is more better than others? Yeah, sure. But we all have our, because I think we do two things with clothes. They tell us how we want to feel, and then it's the data conversation. They give information to people, whether that information is true or not, right? So I think we all have a thing. But and the reason why, I think I was going to struggle in marriage. So I didn't want to trip myself unnecessarily.
So what do you mean by that?
If my wife,
If the wife
couldn't
didn't dress
Oh, okay.
it was just going to be tough and fun. And I'm
But
just
why,
being,
though?
I'm just being blunt, bro.
So it seems like a lot of this is shaped by family, because your thing is shaped by family. His thing is like their family dresses properly.
Yeah.
I think our thing is just, hey, you must be a human, man. Like, because like there's, I guess we didn't have the style. Like, I don't think looks were the ultimate goal.
but it's also not to make it sound
Or
like
not ultimate, but like a thing.
No, because I'm just like, hey, man, I don't want to misrepresent my
Sorry,
family.
man. Yeah, I
But
think.
yeah.
But like, for us being like humility and not looking down on people, and because when we say being a human, it's like, how do you treat people who are up here and those who are down here?
Sure.
Like
That's good.
the type of person you are is determined by that. And I think for me, that's why that matters to me. So perhaps what we look for is shaped by families and the
Would you
things
say
that
there are
we grew up with.
objective things to look for, like standard things that a person should look for, regardless of their background? So
I think what's common in this conversation now is we weren't willing to compromise on our faith.
in the worldview,
And their
Worldview,
character.
Their character, you know. So even with the looks thing and the style thing, sure, bro. You know, I'm like, maybe there would be one or two things we were willing. I think I would have compromised on one or two things, but I can't sit here and lie and say that wasn't a big thing.
sure.
And so then when I look back, I'm like, Mfana, I didn't want to just be like, okay, it's fine. And then she comes out of the bedroom and asks me, how do I look today?
Shucks.
And I'm like, hey.
Well,
What matters is you love God.
yeah.
Like at the end of it all,
One of
we're
the
living for
things-
eternity, babe. So
Yay.
Yeah. Bro, listen, it's part of our biggest highlights. Me and my wife,
That you don't have to lie.
one, they don't have to lie to each other. But secondly, you know, so I was with Grace yesterday, and he's like, bro, I remember going to shop with my wife. Like, he just sat outside by the benches and waited for her to finish shopping. I'm like, hell no.
Yeah.
Me and my wife,
No way.
we shopping together.
Yeah.
The whole day.
There's input from both sides.
The whole
For
day.
both people, yeah.
We would set a day aside to say, hey, we're gonna go park early,
Wow.
right?
Hey, they're committed, huh?
And then just the whole day we like, cool man, let's try on outfits, let's change stuff. Okay, give each other notes, do stuff. And I think that's been a very big part of who we are, and how we live, express ourselves as well. You know, so and you know, like you guys know, like I'm not big on like expensive clothes. And that's the thing. I'm trying to find
But you
things.
hold it down. Yeah.
Trying to find things that I can express myself with and put together, and you know, and that's what's fun. I wasn't gonna compromise on that. But
Sharks.
but other things, bro, I'm like, okay, did my wife need to have like a job that's solid and 10-year plan of her career? For some people, yeah. For me, I'm like, bro, that's fine. But yeah, you know, and even if my wife said she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, wife, sure.
Would the level of education have mattered?
No.
You say that though, but I'm like, I don't know if I believe.
Well,
you.
When
listen.
you're playing 30 seconds,
Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
okay.
Don't laugh. It's not.
Yes. No, 30 seconds is not
And 30 seconds can be
the
learned.
level of the...
But I know what you're saying.
I mean, it's
I'm saying
trivia.
don't laugh. Anyway, but
No,
anyway.
even if she gets 2, at least. Oh.
But that doesn't have to do with education. That has to do with like life experience you've lived. You know things.
it's like
we read
knowledge.
We read information on a chapis rapper.
Nah, we all grew up.
So Sipati,
there was information
Sipati-
accessible.
Yeah,
I grew
no,
up
no.
poor,
From the age of
but
did
like,
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
there's things
saying.
you need to know. Nah.
That's what I'm
do you
saying.
do in school? Yeah.
So I'm saying it's not necessarily you don't have to. There's people who you sat with in school.
Yeah.
That you would play 30 seconds now and it will chow them, bro. Right? Why? Because again, school, Buffett, like you cram things and regurgitate stuff and you get your mark and you leave.
Depends which school you go to.
It doesn't matter, bro. There's kids, dog. There's kids who went to like pristine.
Oh, yeah.
Let me give you an example.
Well, people.
They all know nationally. Right? There was a song Buffett to growing up by TKZ Family.
Yes.
Ne? Fiasco.
Yeah.
What was that song about?
I don't remember the song.
It's a fiasco underneath. They were supposed to say it's a fiesta.
Oh, yeah. Mexican. Yeah.
Is it?
Are those boys from a
My point exactly. They went
Not
to
that they were
some
creating
top.
music for the masses.
No. After a couple of years, they came back and said, "Buffett, we made a mistake."
We didn't know.
So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I didn't need to go to a pristine private school to know that it's not fiasco, it's fiesta.
But is general knowledge like an indicator of the level of education that you've... Like, I mean, if
really.
on the card it's, I don't know, Abraham Lincoln and she's there like, that guy in the Bible, the father
Yeah,
of
that's
nations.
at least
At
you are
least.
thinking.
At
You are
least to
Sarah's
know-
husband.
You are learning to interpret the world.
Exactly.
man.
Which is what I think intelligence is. Intelligence. I
Yeah.
don't think there's a difference between being educated and being intelligent, bro.
Yeah.
There's people who have never sat in a classroom, but their intelligence is next level. And what I would define as intelligence is the elasticity of your brain, how it expands, bro.
Intelligent
Elasticity.
ways. Elasticity of.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
because then you can take information, interpret it, connect it to other things around
Yeah, man.
you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't need to be educated to do that.
But they were like seriously over the years pretty body Peruvian weave kind of girls who couldn't do that, who couldn't
And for me,
hold
that's
a
the
30
thing.
second and
Yes.
just explain. Get Abraham. At least I can make an association of Abraham somewhere
Yeah.
and do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can't do that, then
No, bro. And that's what I'm saying. For me, it wouldn't have been like, oh, I did, finish matric. That's all I have. girl, if you can survive in the world, we can have a conversation. It's okay. It's which I'm like, we're talking about the maturity thing, the faith, and other people might think never. She needs to be highly matured. I'm like, yeah, there's Uncle Mina, I have experiences and some good education. I'll teach you. It's okay.
Yeah.
But if she was willing
So
to
it's
learn, she's
teachability.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you see.
Teachability, humility.
That's right.
They go together.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, it's okay, man. Like if you could hold down a conversation, please. Bro, I know people with like 3 degrees and they still like, what is what? What is
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's people then who've lived life.
Sure.
2 guys that we know who brought a lot. We're not gonna mention
I don't
them
know
by
who he's
names,
talking
but
about.
they have stories for days, right? They work.
I don't know what he talking
Anyway,
Do you not know? You don't want to
one
know.
Of them,
about. My hands.
one of them you close with,
I'm washing my hands.
right? No, you close with. Anyway, but these dudes, I don't think they have degrees, but they've lived life, bro. Where if you talk to them, Jassy, they will tell you stories upon stories of what happened, where they remember details of people, who was wearing what, who said what, how that shaped that person, how it shaped them. And you sit there and you think, Jassy, this guy, like he's lived, bro. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
if there's a sapati like that, loves the Lord, good character, she's willing to learn. If you take her to a sushi bar, she's not like, oh, king, I don't want to try. It's like, oh, let's see,
Shisha, was it like?
Kopa boroto. Dare e tla le boroto.
You're not coming back here.
Take a sushi stick at camera. Chopstick.
King, rela kwa yona. So anyway, for me, I was like, bro, that's fine. Education, whatever, financial standing, whatever, bro. Yeah, but the things I wasn't gonna, and I think it's fine, bro. If you're single and you like, it's okay, bro. Me, I'll wait, till I find like a woman who loves the Lord, good character, we can be friends, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of all the things we've mentioned, do you guys think there are things that if a guy is struggling to get a woman, there are certain things that they should maybe reconsider, like looks, for example, or swag? Like, are there things where you guys would say, listen, we understand that this is something that is of importance to you, but in the greater scheme of things, and then obviously speaking retrospectively as a married person, where you're like, after getting married, we discovered that there are certain things that are imperative, whilst others are a bit more peripheral, and whether they are there or not, it doesn't change the fact.
You speak nice English, Jonathan.
Dog, why are you throwing papers on my phone?
Can we eating shit?
Yeah, put them here like
I
This
think
guy's
I'm gonna
corrupt.
answer the question because I'm very passionate about particularly young guys who have ladies who are like, when I look at them having experienced marriage for 10 years.
Come on now.
I feel like
you're
you're speaking about what you were telling me when I was still single.
Exactly.
What you're about to say, and I
No,
didn't
because
listen.
I was like, hey, Mona, like, once you've been through life, there's certain things that hold marriage together, family, that are so important. That, like, you sitting with people who could make the best of spouses, but you don't see that because she doesn't have X that you want. She doesn't. But, like, I'm like, flip, like, this is a solid wife who like will make a
You used to say that to me so much, bro. Like, yeah.
yeah, but because I felt
We
like
said
the-
it to your brother as well, and I'm out.
I told him
yeah,
not to
no,
listen
let
to
me
you
not,
guys.
yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. But anybody who's not here,
No, man, you must stop saying such things, bro. Nah, I must on the back end. I must be like, Skawar, I'm there too. Hey, but you are saying that there are certain things that you think, looking back now, understanding marriage the way you do, you would say that it's okay if you don't find X, because it is not.
What would the X be?
yeah, like looks, like career. If she works at McDonald's, but loves Jesus.
You have to choose.
Sorry?
Never mind. But yeah.
No, I think that's the real
No,
thing.
like, that's the
you
real
come
thing,
to Joe
like-
work and then somebody's like, me, I don't want a girl who works at whatever. And it's like, yo, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's a
Really?
solid like person. She grew up like in a solid. Maybe she didn't afford to go to university. You don't know that. Maybe she can build. Yeah, like I think for me and I think guys are spoiled for choice. And like this is to go back to our conversation earlier on, that because you're spoiled for choice, you don't see those things because you're waiting for like the right combination of things. And I'm like, no, you don't need all of your ducks in a row. Sometimes you just need one or two things because maybe she might not be attractive forever. And
Yeah.
like the woman you meet,
She might not be able to.
it's
dress
not gonna
later
remain the
on.
same. She's gonna life is gonna throw things out. She's gonna change. But those key things need to remain the same, like her faith in God. Not just that, but like is she somebody who's growing? Is she somebody who's
Sure.
like
If she wants to be a mother,
Yeah.
wants to be a good mother.
can she manage conflict?
Sure.
Is she like those things, man, play so much of a role in a
healthy marriage.
But she must cook.
Esembo bathong abuti o.
She
But she must cook.
must cook.
Hey.
You know why? Because after 10 years, you realize you actually didn't want a wife who's gonna challenge you.
No.
No, but I'm sorry, don't try up here, fella.
After 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Njayaka.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, definitely. But I mean, it's got its perks because I think I was talking to my wife recently and she was like, do you like, I think it was basically that question of, is it frustrating that you and I can go toe to toe, like in terms of reasoning, or would you have really preferred a person that's just gonna be like, yeah, okay, sharp.
Yeah, Boba.
And I'm like, I think I would have been bored, honestly. It would have been a struggle. I'm not saying I'm enjoying.
So you've been
months.
challenged, Chief.
9 months.
No, I'm saying that
9
the
months.
relationship is fun. It's fun.
Yes.
No, Yebo Baba wouldn't bore you.
No, so the older you grow up, I don't think it's so much that we want a woman who won't challenge us. I think it just gets tiring to be challenged. So
No, I am
we just-
tired.
And not even
But I'm also
tiring.
just like-
of it. Let's be just clean, honest, double. If anyone comes for my neck for this, so be it. Sometimes you just want to be made to feel like an indorder.
daughter.
I'm not saying like an indorder is supposed to be like, and I mean, we did that episode where we spoke about what
Male headship.
male headship is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lead with grace. And sometimes it's nice when there's grace afforded. Especially
Oh no, hundreds.
as an indorder where it's like, "Eish,
100%.
Baba,
Yeah.
Baba, okay, yeah. Kalasaki is catulo lapha."
No, I think that is very attractive actually, I must say.
I call it softness, and sure, maybe it's this
gentleness.
is probably triggering to some people when we say an indota. But I chatted to my wife about this where I was like, girl, sometimes when you have a hardness to you, and the hardness is because of just her own scars, insecurities, upbringing, etc., so silly thing, wow, like I opened the door for her, for like 3 months. Month number 4, may I forget, and then she's like, whatever, Vele. I knew you weren't gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
So in those moments, I'm like, ish, girl, I forgot. It's not that I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I
But
hear what you're saying.
softness, which would have made me feel like, come on, Jayaka.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
you can do this.
Is you say,
Baba, today.
Yeah, standing
Yeah.
by the door while I open my door, and then you're like,
she's like,
"Kan-
"Ow, Papa."
Baba ngivulele."
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's true, man. That is
That
so,
softness,
yes.
that
Yeah.
Baba. Yabo, I need
As
you.
opposed to Vela, I knew.
Yes, when it's just hard.
It's the equivalent of them being complimented that they're beautiful. Like I think there's something that jumps when like,
wisdom.
in your heart when your wife just makes you feel like
or like Msadwa, how when you give her an iwalat. Wabo?
Why are you? Why? Like why? What's your problem?
No, I'm just helping clarify your point, Uri. When she says yebo baba,
That's another
the feeling
episode.
that you get
Yeah,
is
of-
the feeling
of
she
money.
gets when now, as we hear.
That's fine, but
Take
she
out your
mustn't-
phone now
yeah.
and just go,
Let's
Kyabasa, kabaraka,
How much must I send?
10 rand.
Okay. 10 rand.
She just needs an iwala.
Okay.
She doesn't
I'm
need
sending my wife
big
email.
amounts.
The same lady that wore colored eye contacts.
How much you?
Lady Mohoko.
10.
10 rand is not.
No, 10. Besa Uri. More coming.
There's
There's more where that came
There's
from.
more where that came
Let me
from.
let me do that. Iwa.
Are you sharp and chat?
No man, maybe 100 rand.
100, yeah.
Yeah.
Uri, there's more.
But there's no more.
Ke yone ya bofelo, my love. Eh. Ke yone ne e
Ke
setse.
This is my alpha and omega.
a Larry.
Let's do it.
Ore iwa.
Do it.
O bore ya ke a mazimba bana.
He's doing it.
Ke di sweets tsa bana.
He's doing it.
Are you doing it?
Of course.
Live on air. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't see those
This
everywhere.
is how you get to 10 years, in fact.
This is how you get to
Abo?
10 years of
Teachability.
marriage.
Teachability.
He's teachable. He's leading with grace.
I can read black
And-
Kinjaya.
E-wallets go ahead of him.
Airbender. I can read
Eh, ke airbender.
Let's not go there.
Give more. Give more.
Cheers, sir.
Abo?
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's more that's coming. But we know.
Romela e-wallet. And then after a few days, when she asks for something, kanta ka romela tšhelete.
Yeah. Papa,
what
Papa,
happened?
ne ke batla
Kante,
100
what
rand
happened?
ya Friday.
O tla ka mashi for 100 rand ya Friday.
You're gonna put subtitles here.
Oh, snap.
Anyway, so you were saying, Bishop, well done.
Well, yeah,
well
no,
done,
so
well
thank
done.
you
This
so much.
is-
You're
A
making
full
me
husband
full
on
husband.
air.
You won, Bishop. You
That's
won,
right.
you won.
That is
He's gonna
right.
be happy.
You won.
Okay.
So you were saying softness.
Yeah, but I was saying that the equivalent of them being soft, bringing food to me at the funeral.
Come on.
Like
It's
the
the
more I
small
grow
things
old,
that
I'm
are very
like,
big.
that's all I just want.
That's really all you want. Like, you don't want to have to wait in line.
yeah.
You want to know that it's going to
I'm
come.
sorted.
So that when the uncles look at you,
They like there's a in daughter. It's Mosa in daughter.
Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Give money.
I think there's that's beauty, man. That's inner beauty.
Sure. Being served food, that is a big one, eh?
No, because it makes you feel important, because life. And here's the thing, life can.
Do you get
make
served food at home?
Sorry.
You get served food like
So she did it at the beginning, and then I ruined it, bro.
when he stuffed
What did you do?
up.
No, so I was like,
Or-
the whole I grew up, men who were served food were oppressors. And the moment I saw my wife bringing food on the tray, I was
Like,
like,
no, you're free.
You are free. Get out." I messed it up there. That's where I messed.
Since-
No, that's where I messed.
It
things
threw
up.
her off.
Yeah,
because
she
that's
was
how
just
she
like,
grew up.
But this is not a biggie.
That's how she grew up. That,
But
you
also
know,
it was
loving
just like
family.
I didn't feel like I deserve it because she's like
She
just and
top notch.
she's bringing you food and it's like I think inferiority and that picture I had
Yeah.
made me say I'm good with it.
Sharks, okay. And you regret it is one of the things.
I do.
No, hard.
I do.
Hard. Me, I'll remind you till you
No,
die.
I do. I just want food on a plate.
Like, you just want to be served food, in
Live
Le fa tuko e metsi.
Hey. Hey.
Cheers, Anjak.
Hey.
Shucks,
She said I'm ndate dijo. Hey.
Me, I just want my wife to be soft, fella.
What do you like?
Just every day, all day.
Yeah.
Abo? We've had that chat and it's
But do you think it's coming?
No,
This
it's
time
there.
next year, I prophesy.
It's there. The softness.
Yeah.
No, it's there. It's there.
coming.
It's there. It's
No,
there.
but to manifest.
No, the softness is there. It's growing.
Okay.
Abo? Yeah, it's growing I'm like, dog, when I come in the house, I'm fine with trays, man. I just enjoy.
You want to be touched.
Yeah, touched. Mara, Ari, can I please just tell you about my day? I haven't even settled. Can I just please tell you? Yeah, sure, girl. At the door, let's sit now, I want to feel like I'm wanted and needed, man.
Hey.
Wabo?
I wanna know.
Not that my wife
I'm
doesn't
wanted
do it.
and
Don't get me
loved.
wrong. My wife does it, but I just want more. Wabo? Every day, all day.
Yeah,
Yeah. SMS, pare.
Yeah, shoulder. Okay.
Anyway, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. You gave us your 3 things. I gave the 3 things.
I want to read for you.
What your wife is saying.
No. It's from 1955.
Okay.
What is this now?
Advice for a good woman.
Yeah. Let's
From
see.
1955.
Yes.
Hectic. Okay.
Who was right?
Home economics
Who
textbook.
was-
It was part of the curriculum.
Who was
back
writing
then.
this?
Yeah?
It wasn't a textbook.
Yeah,
This is from,
probably a
it's
guy.
it's from Abed.
And
It's
they were
probably a guy.
They were writing it
Yeah,
For
for women.
in class to go implement this. at
Yeah,
home.
yes. Home economics. Have dinner ready. Plan ahead, even the night before, to have a delicious meal ready on time for his return. This is what you want. Eh?
That's what every man wants.
This is a
country
way
this?
of letting him know that you've been thinking about him and are concerned about his needs.
Sharks.
Number 2, most men are hungry. When they come home, the prospect of a good meal, especially his favorite dish, put in your
Yes,
case.
yes.
Lily, do the right thing.
Come on
It's
now.
part of a warm welcome needed. Heban, prepare yourself. Yeah, this one is very, is very important.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the trick shoot you must, must.
I'm sure there's kinds of pajamas that give signals.
Bruh.
Abo.
Take 15 minutes to rest so that you'll be refreshed when he arrives. Touch up your makeup, put a ribbon in your
Oh,
hair.
that
Mara, maybe
1950.
weave in our context. I agree, this is 1955.
So at this point, where's her job?
Where?
Where's her where are her kids?
What's her 95?
Oi, well, no, you're asking too much.
Where's the friend who hates her because she looks better this week?
No, Mara, maybe they must just
Where's
stay
her
home.
where's her I mean, I'm tired of it.
Would you like to redeem yourself, Bishop?
No, I'm not going. I'm not going to.
I'm leaving this podcast.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, hamba buffet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Read.
So you're saying it with your chest?
Sorry.
You're saying it with your chest?
I think the amount of what you might call it, mental strain that our
Yeah.
wives take from
Yeah.
corporate SA,
Sure.
and having to be moms and dads.
Yeah.
Well, not dads. What am I saying? Moms and wives,
Wives.
is hard on them.
Yeah.
I do think and I think that whole thing of e-wallet is not a joke. I think
not, bro.
in their heart of hearts, they just want to be provided for. It's just that in our current economy, we can't.
Yeah.
I don't think we're at a level where we can afford for them to stay at home. So both of us have to work. So the middle class life requires for us to do that. But if we lived in a village somewhere, or if we thought about
Just not gonna happen.
downgrading our lifestyles, as in this is what Papa brings home, this
This
is
is
what
what
we
we
want to
wanna
live
live.
off.
Oh,
Shucks.
Papa
I don't know.
can
I
just work harder.
Yeah, but working harder means you're just not
Yeah,
available.
but the trade-off,
yeah, like you're not available.
like making
And that's
money
the
in Joburg
reality.
is actually not. It's not difficult.
Me, I didn't question how you're gonna make the money. I just said maybe you must work harder.
That's that, but I'm saying the possibilities of that are much more slim. Percentage wise, we are the top 10%. So therefore, yeah, like I think that's
And even in the top 10%, that's obviously middle class. But when it comes to men, the stats are in SA are rocking above it. So there's a very small percentage of dudes who get paid like serious money, but a larger percentage of South African dudes who do work. So not who don't have work.
and the guys I know who make serious
don't
money,
know.
like they work up until 9, 10 to keep that that
So-
thing
so
going
there
because
is
that's
a
just the
compromise.
reality of like if you're operating at that level, you must be out working, and that means you're not always available as a father, as a husband. And that's just the reality. So
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
So yeah, So
but
maybe
we can move to the village.
So maybe look for a wife who's gonna stay at home.
No.
Okay.
Would your wife be comfortable staying at home if you're
If I was
if you were the
wealthy.
sole breadwinner? Well, don't
Yeah,
you
if
think
she could do her. So I don't think she'd be a stay-at-home
Yeah.
mother. She hated it when she
Okay.
was doing that, but to like do what she likes,
Yeah,
manage the household. I think she would love that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that would be
Go
a
to
dream,
gym. I
bro.
think that's her
that's a
dream.
dream of ours as well.
Go
yeah,
to
yeah,
gym. Do YouTube videos.
athleisure.
Pilates.
Yeah.
Yeah, athleisure, apparel.
Yes, so.
You're definitely not there yet.
Yeah,
Then,
it's tough for you.
if you're asking.
But I think that would be dope, man. That my wife would do what she does without the pressure of having to make money.
Oh shucks.
Yeah, ne?
But
think
that's
that would
good though, because that means she's doing what she loves.
Yeah, she's
'Cause
doing what she loves. But
I would look
mostly-
at our wives and I'm like, are they doing what they love, or are they there primarily because of the need for sustenance?
No, I think my wife loves what she does. I think sometimes it is highly pressurized, and if you could remove that from her, that would be cool. But you can't,
Yeah.
and that's
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Buffett, let's wrap this one up, man.
Aight,
All right. I think, yeah, sure. There's a lot of things we could look for. But I would just say, man, just know what you can compromise on and what you can't compromise on. But even then, I agree with the bishop, man. Some things are ridiculous, bro. You know.
Yeah.
In our case, I don't think all things are ridiculous. It probably would have been a stumbling block for this man if he didn't get a wife who he
Yeah.
considered
Oh no, it would have.
chaba chaba. Yeah?
It would have.
A proper volcano.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have.
Right? So for me, I think I probably would have struggled, man.
if she didn't have style.
Yeah. And I didn't want to necessarily trip myself up. But
If she wore white socks with
with what? I wear white socks.
bumps,
With bumps.
pumps.
Oh, I born again. Hey, Bishop, what trick? Bishop, spicy. What is that? There's too much happening in this big head of yours. You need to get a head reduction when I say.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah,
That's-
compromise on what you can, bro, but
Sure.
let it not be. Don't get stuck on ridiculous things.
Yeah.
Because I agree that there's a lot of dudes who are passing up on girls who would make amazing wives because of what I know about marriage. But you're just stuck on what you're seeing on Instagram and you think that's gonna be what sustains your marriage. So
And you are spoiled for options. Therefore, you are afraid to make a commitment because you're thinking, if I go there, then
if I
what if
miss
there's
out?
other? Yeah. And I think that's I don't know. That's a trap, man. Because like if you have a stable job
as a man
as a man,
and you're of age
yeah,
and you're ready to do this thing,
just
skatloba.
Don't say it.
Wanaka.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
Cheers.